CBS Sports is presented by Southwest Airlines.
And welcome back to the NFL today, where Coors Light takes you first on the field. The Browns and Lions are about to do battle, so let's head out to Detroit, where Don Criqui and Randy Cross are standing by. Gentlemen.
Thanks, JB, and welcome to Ford Field in Detroit, where two teams battling to get their seasons turned around. The Browns and the Lions are ready to meet. The fan base is still here in Detroit. The famine has been long and arduous, but they're still hoping for good things to come from a very young team. Good afternoon, everyone. Don Criqui with Randy Cross. The Browns and the Lions have a lot in common, and much of it is not good, starting with the 1-8 records. But being around the Lions this week, you get a feeling, a good feeling about this team. I think, Randy, they feel the nucleus of a better tomorrow is getting in place.
Oh, absolutely, Don. And you see two 1-8 teams, but one is much more positive, and that's the Detroit Lions. A lot of that is due to the attitude of Jim Schwartz and this organization, because as a nucleus on the offensive side, man, they have some good young playmakers. 2009's #1 overall pick, Matthew Stafford. He's being a rookie. Great plays and some bad ones. Kevin Smith out of UCF has done a good job at running back. One of the better receivers in the entire league in Calvin Johnson. And on the tight end side, Brandon Pettigrew, a late first-round pick this year, is playing as good as anybody at his position.
On the defensive side, the Lions' pass defensive numbers are woeful. They have really struggled. You see opposing quarterbacks completing 71%, opposing quarterbacks with a rating of over 107. That has to get better. In the NFL, there's a long-standing adage that pass offense starts with pass blocking. So it really doesn't matter whether it's Brady Quinn or Derek Anderson or the great Otto Graham, if they could bring him back. Unless the Browns protect their quarterback, they're not going to be able to get the ball downfield and score.
Well, for Eric Mangini's football team this week, that is going to be Brady Quinn. And he knows, Eric Mangini does, that they've got to protect better. They've got to execute overall better for the offense to be any kind of effective. The last 5 weeks, the last 5 games, this offense has been basically in neutral, if not going backwards. 22 yards against Buffalo, and they won that game.
Right.
472 yards total in 5 weeks is what they've got out of the passing game. Get half of that today, you've got a heck of a day for this offense.
The Browns did play some much improved defense on Monday night, albeit in a 16-0 loss to the Baltimore Ravens. But there was some very strong defensive performances, and they plan on that continuing today.
Well, absolutely. You know, the Baltimore Ravens came in with Joe Flacco, an aerial circus almost, despite the fact that they've been known as a running team. And Sean Rogers and Cameron Wembley, the entire defense, stepped up and stopped Baltimore, held them to 10 points. A huge night for them, but the offense scored no points.
And now, Randy, a look at your cross-examination of some key matchups today.
Calvin Johnson is #2 in the league in yards after the catch, so not only can he go down the field, but also after the catch, and it'll be the job of Eric Wright working one corner here, working against T.O. and Buffalo, and Brandon McDonald on the other side when he gets the assignment, staying with Calvin Johnson and limiting those huge plays they can get out of the passing game.
All right, Randy Cross, time now for the Home Depot tools to victory.
Well, for the Cleveland Browns, Sean Rogers, former #1 pick here in Detroit, is back. His neighborhood clogged the entire inside of that run defense and pressured the quarterback from the inside. Matthew Stafford, 2 weeks ago, 5 interceptions. Last week, 0. How about putting back-to-back mistake-free days together for Matthew Stafford? And if you look at the two teams, points from the other two, and that means from the defense and the special teams of your Cleveland Browns. If the offense ain't going to score, you guys better take over. And for Detroit, don't turn the ball over on your side of the field and give this Cleveland offense a short field and confidence.
For more Home Depot player stats, log on to CBSSports.com. So we're ready to go at Detroit. With a winner today, a long season could get a lot better. The Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions are next. They played 4 times for the NFL championship in the 50s. They're looking to get all that back.